Here we go. Okay, we are now joined by Regan Smith, driver of the number 7 AmericasPower.org Chevrolet. Regan finished 15th here in July, currently 19 points behind Chase Elliott in the battle for the NASCAR Nationwide Series Championship. 8 races left, Regan, and maybe just talk about what you need to do this weekend at Chicago to keep that championship battle tight.
Well, I think, the obvious thing for us this weekend is going to be to perform better than we did last time when we were here. We really struggled, all weekend long from start to finish in the summer when we were here. So this has kind of been a race that we've highlighted on the schedule that's going to be a really important one for the 7 team to get through and either hold serve on points or even try to gain a few on Chase and I think obviously with him winning the race last time here, we know he's going to be strong and he's going to be fast again. He's been really good on the mile and a half all year. So that's the biggest goal for us is to just improve our performance here and have a better race. I think since I've been with Junior Motorsports, it's been pretty brutal every time we've come to Chicago. So we've got teammates that both ran well last time here that we can use some of their notes and look at their notes and work hard on our stuff.
Great, thanks a lot. We'll go ahead and open up for media questions. Please state your name and affiliation. Wait for the wireless mic. We'll start over here with Stan and then come down the row.
Stan Creekmore with CompetitionPlus.com. The weather conditions, totally different. More challenging for the team or more challenging for the driver?
I don't know that it's really more challenging for either. It's cloudy, it's overcast, it's cool. I think we got some rain possibly in the area at some point. So the biggest challenge through these practices today is probably going to be just judging when the weather's going to come in and if you think you're going to get that second practice or if you're going to get the first practice cut short. But the weather itself really, all it's going to do is make the track faster and make the track grip up more and if anything, that almost seems like it maybe makes it just a little bit easier. Where the challenge is going to be is come Saturday if the sun comes out and and it's, let's say, 65 degrees or whatever it's supposed to be, judging what direction the track's going to go. Is it going to get slipperier? Is it going to, are the cars going to get tighter because of it? Are they going to get looser because of it? And understanding that. But, from today's standpoint, it's just going to be more or less judging when the weather gets here.
Kenny?
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Regan, with you guys have, 8 races left? How many guys in that upper group do you look at as this guy still has a legitimate shot to get to be there at the end?
Well, I don't know. It's so tough without somebody having a problem to make points up the way that the structure is and the way that the races play out with the nationwide stuff. If you're making up 3-4 points a week, that's been a good day, and that's the way that you have to look at it. I would say, there's probably 4 of us, I think, maybe 5. I think Brian Scott, I don't know how many points out he is right now, but that are probably still, you can say, have a shot at it. And realistically, maybe a couple of those guys need some bad luck from cars that are ahead of them. I think the further back in points you go, let's say to the guy in 5th, what gets tough is you got to have, maybe 3 people have some bad luck, whereas third place maybe only needs 2 people or 1 person to have some bad luck and have a good run on their own. The other thing is if somebody rolls off 2 or 3 wins in a row, those bonus points are huge, and the way that the points are structured, you're going to jump right back up into it pretty quickly. I think we've only got one non-companion left this year at Kentucky, I think. So, naturally that's going to be a big opportunity for everybody to go out there and either potentially gain a bunch of points or lose a bunch of points.
Brad.
Brad Norman, NASCAR.com. Regan, your past 4 races have produced, a 2nd, 5th, 6th, 6th, and you've actually lost ground in the championship standings, which is kind of weird. Does that give you a sense of oh gosh, what else do I have to do to gain ground in this race? And do you think you'll have to win over the next 8 races to catch Chase?
Well, I don't think winning's going to hurt. I think that'll, as I just said, that's probably the easiest way to close in a big chunk of points quick. The performance for our team has been good, the past, probably even dating back to before Watkins Glen. You know, I feel like we've really stepped it up going all the way back since probably this Chicago race. This was kind of a wake-up call for us, as bad as we struggled and some of the problems that we had. And the whole team has stepped up, and you know, we've been doing a much better job. With that said, you know, you have a little bit of bad luck at the Glen, and that was a huge hit in the points for us, that one race alone. I don't look at it as, oh, geez, what do we have to do? I think if we just keep steady and keep doing what we've been doing, the one thing that we can do to help ourselves is qualify better, because we've been starting these races so bad after qualifying 10th to 15th, and by the time we work our way up to where we're getting some of that clean air and we're finding out how the car's going to handle towards the front, well, we've already passed the last pit stop, and we haven't had an opportunity to do that last fine-tune adjustment. But outside of qualifying better, if we just keep doing what we're doing, the pressure's going to ramp up as this thing gets closer and closer to the end. You know, I think if we could close it down to 9-10 points, something like that, that would help the pressure ramp up a little bit quicker. But certainly, you know, as we close in on the end of this, we've seen a lot of things happen the past couple of years.
We have other questions. Chris.
Chris Knight, CatchMass.com. Regan, does Chase Elliott have any weak points the rest of the season, or is it going to be a matter of just if he has bad luck on pit road or if he has a bad race or whatnot? Is he just that good this year?
Well, I don't know. I think that's to be seen. We don't know if he has any weak points. We don't know what's going to happen for the next 10 weeks, and it's going to be our job, the 7 team's job to put enough pressure on him to find that out and to see if he does and to see if he cracks at any moment. I think from a speed standpoint, that car's had speed all year long, and that hasn't changed from the start of the season till now. So I don't think we can sit here and say, oh, he's going to have a race where he runs 15th. It's probably not realistic to look and think that way. So with that being said, we're going to have to do the things to put pressure on him and to maybe see if something happens.
Any other questions? No. All right. Thanks a lot, Regan. Good luck this weekend.
All right, thanks. Thank you, guys.